He's drawing 5 drops, and we're drawing sigils, as is customary. We're playing 16 lands. To win this, that is game. Like the 2-2. I mean, you guys should know that this is how it goes here. God, yeah, look at our opponent's draws. Oh, they just hunted our 2 rares. You can't make this up. We'll play it out. Mills our 2 rares. Continues to draw sigils after. Welcome to another Eternal Behemoths of Thera Draft. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, let's get right into it. Wow, that took me about 5,000 takes to get that intro. Starlight Guide. Not a rare I've been very impressed with. We have a repurposed wares here and an heirloom blade that are really catching my eye. And a bunch of good commons here. That being said, first picking it's pretty nice because we can build around the Nightfall strategy. Man, I do like me a repurposed wares though, but let's see if we can make this rare actually decent. Preferably not units like this. Have not been impressed with that. Steel Avenger, crowd favorite. And then I'm looking at like Lightning Strike and Stonefist Nomad. The strongest card in the pack's probably Avenger. It's been very impressive to me. I also kind of like the thought of just Nightfall plays better with fire versus Justice. So I'm inclined to pick up the crowd favorite over Steel Avenger because of that. Lightning Strike would be the safe choice, but let's take a crowd favorite here. I still don't really understand why this is a rare, but it is, in terms of like draft, perfectly fine removal. Gentle Seeker, and then there's a Winter's Grasp here. If we wanted to stick to Nightfall for sure. There's like an Apprentice Ranger, which I have been impressed with as a 2-drop. But I think it's probably really between the Ranger and the Lucky Break here. I mean, I guess we could just stay as open as possible and pick up the Lucky Break. If the person passing to us really isn't into Justice, then we could get paid off later on in this pack. We got a Thick Hide here. I have enjoyed that combat trick. And then like a Worn Tactician, Caravan Mage. A bunch of just like solid-ish cards in these packs. But nothing's been like, oh my god, we need to go in this direction. Yeah, I like me a Thick Hide. I think that's decent. So Worn Delivery. We could get our first delivery or, once again, Winter's Grasp for just going all in on the Nightfall or Hard Lesson. I would say since our start hasn't been like, oh my god, we're definitely Nightfall, I think the first delivery is probably the safest choice. So we'll pick it up there. Ooh, Apprentice Ranger here. Not a fan of Insectomorph or the Sabertooth. Amethyst Acolyte's okay, but just a 3-drop. Nothing impressive. I do like the Looter, so I think I'll pick up a copy of Blind Storyteller. It's a random late kunai, which does play with crowd favorite, over a Gate Captain, which is kind of mediocre. Calculated Strike. Late Mantis Claw. We'll pick it up. Hard Lesson or Aerial Rescue Team. Hard Lesson's another card I've been like pretty impressed with, but I think we'll take up Aerial Guide here. Okay, both of these are medium, but Arcane Stinger occasionally gets there. Really underwhelming pack. Got a blind storyteller. Our rare's just nonsense. Wow, another weak pack here. I guess I'll take the Seek power to keep us open. Okay, Granite Beetle is a strong fire card. And out of our other colors, fire seems to be a good possibility. We also have the Silex here, which could help with splashing. But I think that's a decent amount worse without any shadow cards thus far. Yeah, we'll take the Beetle here. These packs have not been kind to us, that's for sure. So you have like a Worn Tactician if we go the Justice route, or Winter's Grasp if we stick to mainly Primal. And that's not that great because, once again, we haven't been seeing very many Nightfall cards. This is... And then Rescue Team would be a cop-out pick. Really not sure at all about that pickup. Another Delivery, but also a Cobalt Acolyte and a Lightning Strike. And I do like me some interaction, but it's probably not on the level of these two cards. I do like me a Delivery, but first Acolyte seems really good for us, especially since we still aren't 100% that Justice is our second faction. Bounding Courier is a great 2-drop, so I'm wondering if that kind of seals the deal on that. Probably better than the Darkstalker here. Usually we see a lot more of these, and that would have been nice earlier on so we could go all in Nightfall, but we didn't see it. Okay, all of this is pretty bad. Entrapment's been very underwhelming, but I don't see us playing the Sabertooth at all, so we'll just pick it up. Okay, all of this is medium. I guess we'll take the Lurker there. Oh my god. I'd rather almost just take the Caravan Mage on the, like, off chance we go back in a fire than playing either of these two cards. Okay, Strength of the Many's pretty decent interaction. Okay, we could get a Myrmidon Drone as, like, just another 2-drop. Okay, we ended up picking up a hard lesson. And I think that just about keeps us in Huru. It's either a Boundless Knowledge, Makeshift Barrier's okay, or a Tailor, but both these being 3-drops, I think they're pretty replaceable. And I don't mind me a Boundless Knowledge. Now, 2 Boundless Knowledge, I don't know about that. Really mediocre pack here. The only option for us is the Repairman. Otherwise, some more medium interaction. Forlorn Griffin, huh? And we have no relics to, like, trigger its effect. But it's probably better than Chandler, which doesn't really do anything for us. Mediocre 4-drop here. Oh my god, this is... Ugh. Okay, we have a Saddle Up here. That's pretty good interaction for us. I mean, I'd probably just take another Saddle Up. Our deck does get much better the more interaction like that we have. Yeah. Okay, we just take all the combat tricks. Wow, this did not get there. Unit or weapon, sure. Ancestral Edge, we meet again. That is a nice premium. It's probably just Ancestral Edge, and now, yeah, nothing else here that's really going to compete with that. Fisher King. This is certainly not where we wanted to be, just like Huru random stuff. We don't have very many units. I almost wonder if we want Gate Captain. We actually have a decent amount of combat tricks already, so we don't need to prioritize Moment of Heroism. Man, where was some Twilight Lanterns in the first pack? Entrapment, God, we don't want any of this. It's like we're seeing bits and pieces of a deck, but I guess we'll take the Lurker. Great save here. Okay, that's a good 3-drop with the Crawler. Only thing playable for us. Really don't want the Twilight Lady, so I guess we'll take the Drone. They do get better in multiples. Okay, we're not playing any of this. Another interaction spell. Oh boy, we have our work cut out for us here. Since our curve is somewhat lower, I am going to play 16 along with the Seek power. We'll see if that burns us later on. Our first double primal influence is 5. Yeah, so I'm fine with 7. Oh boy, wish me luck. Wish me luck. Alright, game 1. We are certainly going to need some help in this deck. So with no other units with Myrmidon Drone, I'd rather just have a fresh 7. That's all I have to do. Honestly, we probably just blind delivery for entrapment here. Oh, well. If we have a 3-drop, we might as well play it. Or, excuse me, a 2-drop.
Off to market.
Okay, so we have no attacks. Warn delivery for the... No. Could give ourselves an Aegis by just getting the double doors. But...
Take it down.
Oh, God. Thank God. Yeah, we don't have attacks here. Yeah, we'll just blind rip the entrapment. That did work for us. It was very sketchy they left up all of that power.
Response time is paramount.
So no need to play in any lightning strikes or anything like that. Last thing we need is Beekeeper to block, like... Oh god, that's bad for us. And he still left up the 2 for lightning strike. I mean, our 3s have an attack. And the 1-2 has an attack. Maybe he goes to block the 1-2 with the 1-3. Interesting. Okay. We aren't going to play into a lightning strike by using a blind... a saddle up to kill this cocoon thing. Okay. This is why entrapment is not great. I mean, now he's tapped out, so we can just attack with everything. Saddle up to win.
Let me tell you a tale.
And then we'll loot away a sigil. Jesus, look at that. We'll keep it in hand since we do have Blind Storyteller to draw and discard it. He can't really afford to attack us with a 5/5. Unfortunately, I mean, he's one Cautious Mantis away from stabilizing this board. Okay.
Take us in closer.
+6/+6. I'd feel bad to waste that just to kill that 3/3 flyer. Just hope he doesn't trigger Nightfall. If he goes for an attack with both his flyers here and doesn't have some serious follow-up, though, that could win us the game. Jesus. Okay, let's see if we can kill it. Now we can double block here. Actually, no, we can't. What am I saying? I mean, depending how he blocks, we could win. I think we're forced into attacking all here. Three, 6, 7. 13 game. 3, 6, 7, 11, 17. We'll put it on the Aegis guy so Lightning Strike can't do anything. Could be 3. Is that Exacties? It is. Well, we successfully played around the Lightning Strike. I'm kind of proud of that one. That was pretty good for us. Honestly, the last game really shows you how far good, tight gameplay can get you in this. Like, honestly, that's where I make a lot of my traction. It's not in my drafting. But you saw our opponent was probably ahead of us that entire game, and we still managed to figure out a game plan for us to win, even given those odds. So, just, you know, things to consider. What do we got? OP. Very mediocre hand here. +2/+2 while it has a battle skill. Okay, that actually combos really well with Reinvigorate. So, turn 2 we can go drone, turn 3 delivery into... Oh, Jesus. That's gonna be hard to beat. And a turn 3 Wormstone. Okay. Okay. I think we still go with that game plan.
Infiltration route secure.
My raj.
The price of progress.
4? Not entirely sure what he could have here. But, I mean, I just like Courier is going to give him a giant buff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, generally I don't play around rares. And that's basically game. I don't think there's much we can do about that. I mean, we're so far away from getting that. Let's see. We make it a 3/3 and then saddle up Tree. Oh boy. I mean, we're just gonna have to go for the saddle up and double block and just if he has interaction, he has interaction. But that was an insane curve from our opponent here. I don't know why I blocked with the Courier. Oh, if he just attacked with the Worm. Okay. Well, but I knew that. That was a poor play. Okay, if our opponent doesn't have anything else... Yeah, okay. Okay, that was like the best we could hope for. Was hoping he would block, at least that kills one of them. And then if we could go Justice Sigil, maybe we play the Lurker and it can kill this thing. But he just needs to go... Yeah, Jesus. I don't understand. Our opponent's like curving out and like they played 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, like the whole game. It's really hard to beat that type of curve out from your opponents. That's why when you draft a curve, which you hear me talk about a lot, that's what a good curve allows you to do. Obviously, we did not see that from our deck. What are we opening this drone every game? I think a random 7 is better than that. Why did I just... this was not a keep. You definitely shipped this back for 6, but I was just on autopilot there. Okay, so we lost this one. Oh, that saved our ass.
See anything?
He dies to, like, just poking it, so we'll see how long he lasts. Lightning Strike? Sure. I've never had this card be good because of... Well, I guess I would rather keep this alive. This deals 7 to him. And now he has to waste another interaction spell, and we just traded 1 for 1 plus an additional 4 damage. It was pretty good for us. Oh man, I love that. Really?
Grab your weapons.
We're gonna go with the less power efficient play just because we want to press our advantage while our opponent's not doing anything, versus him spending all of his power not doing anything and then we just spend all our power not do anything. Sure. Oh, man, 1 more unit away from that saving it. Okay, we'll attack. You have another lightning strike? Sure. Okay, at this point, we'll just use Hard Lesson. Okay, our opponent... We're playing we're playing against Huru Control in Draft. It's fantastic. I don't want to play Fisher King without any value. But we don't have too many ways of... getting Aegis. Okay, we'll lead like this. Once again, you get more value from Courier giving his effect to another unit that can then attack with the flying. That way you get 2 attacks with the unit with flying. Hopefully he doesn't play a flyer and we can just put the +1/+1 and flying on the drone, attack with both. Yeah. So
Take us
we'll
in
play like
closer.
this. That way Strength of the Many allows us to block that. Damn. Our opponent's really doing it, and we are drawing garbage, man. Guess we can give him flying, delay it 1 turn. Okay, we're both top decking now. Oof. Except he's drawing 5 drops and we're drawing sigils, as is customary. I'll Just let that through. I can't believe we're losing to this. Okay, now we don't have an attack. Ugh, God, I almost want to save it. There's no way that's the right move, though. We are not a favorite for this game since he does have that stupid relic.
My gate's impenetrable.
Okay. 4. No real decisions here. We don't have attacks. Hopefully he doesn't see he does have an attack with the 4/4 Valor. It forces us to double block, but we lose both of our units. Can no longer attack with the 4/2. I assume one of the cards in his hand is a sigil. We're playing 16 lands in this list. Jesus. Okay. We just aren't going to win this. Yeah, that is game. Something like the 2/2. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, you guys should know that this is how it goes here. I wish our opponent would at least play faster, killing us, since we're just gonna flood into oblivion here. See, he played the card called Flash Flood, but we should be the ones with that. Oh, man.
Search and rescue.
Really good draws from our opponent here. Oh, good. They milled our interaction. That would actually help us here. Sure. This is all about as I would expect. Okay. Barring, I think Ancestral Edge is the only thing that gets us out of this.
Take us in closer.
God, yeah, look at our opponent's draws. Oh. And they just drawed our 2 rare. They just hunted our 2 rares. This is like... You can't make this up, man. Oh, boy. There's no winning when you have variants like this. And now we don't even have the one out that we called out earlier. So, but we'll play it out. Mills are two rares that could get us out of this. Continues to draw sigils after. Okay, our opponent just drew a million. I mean, our opponent's really hesitant to attack, so I guess once again we'll keep... Okay, they figured it out. So few people are drafting, we have the rematch. Good luck, have fun. Oh boy, I'm sure I will. Well, if we don't...
See anything?
If we don't, interesting. Show me your lightning strike that I'm sure you opened again. Come on, we've done this song and dance before. You're gonna use lightning strike, I'm gonna use interaction to save it. Then we're just gonna do the same thing on the next turn. At least in this case, Thickhide replaced itself, which was kind of sweet.
Take us in closer.
Is there any way to save our guy? Nope. I assume he blocks here.
Response time is paramount.
For steel volley.
Okay, I'll just keep pressing our...
I don't know what to
Wow,
do.
our opponent's deck's great. I do think we attack like this. Interesting. We could take the entrapment here. I don't want to use this because I don't have anything good to discard yet. So we'll play the drone and tactician.
Grab your weapons.
Yeah, that puts on the most pressure.
Field, take it down.
Let's see what they hunt here. It was a good one, but we couldn't play it, so... We'll attack like this. Interesting, interesting.
You came to the right place.
I fly for the throne.
Once again, we're just pressuring our opponent while they're stuck on sigils.
Our bond is forever.
So he's still on attack with these three. Our opponent will get a double block. So those two on the captain. Trade there. Sure. What would you rather have him keep? The 2/2 flyer? Rather kill the larger unit, I think. We'll play the Griffin, and I think we'll pass. We'll just end up Warren delivery for probably just the entrapment.
Gates impenetrable.
Ugh, it seems actually pretty bad. I guess we will take the doors. If our opponent manages to stabilize here. We have a tough decision here, too. We've been
Gates breached.
pitching the sigils, but 8 sigils allows us to get to his effect. I still think we do it, though.
Veal, take it down.
Pops his Aegis. Okay, our opponent's having a bad draw, too. But their deck's so good they're managing to hold us off, it looks like. Okay, we'll just attack with everything. He'll eat the 1/1 Warcry. Oh, no. Okay, and that's probably game. The sigil's just way too late. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we're 1-1. Our opponent was stuck on 3 sigils, so that was like not really a game, and we flooded out like ridiculous in our first matchup. So, okay. Pretty medium. This does nothing. It's probably still better than a random 7. Besides, we have a bunch of 2-drops. We drafted a good curve, so theoretically we have higher chances to draw like a 2 or 3 drop. See what their second faction is. We'll probably blind rip the delivery.
Slay, skin, sin.
Okay, we'll probably just take entrapment, maybe. I know that as soon as they're using a Nightfall card, but or double doors just might be enough in a longer, grindier game against Xenon. Okay. That's probably was not the right decision, but
The price of
next turn we can use double doors, which will be good. Let's see if it can overperform for us, like it did for our opponent a couple games ago.
Hold on,
Oh,
not again.
yeah, that's fine. Sure. I got more? Like a calculated strike? Okay. No blocks. Our plan hasn't changed. It seems like they did a lot of damage there, and they did, but on their following turn, they still just have a 2-1 and a 1-1, so we really aren't too worried about any of this. And we won't attack. That way it'll threaten a block on the 2-1. Even if we don't intend to actually block. Hopefully we can draw like a Justice Sigil here. That would be really good for us. Oh my god. Okay. I guess the drone blocks fine enough. So we'll take it. But we do have to start worrying about this life total. Okay.
Let me tell you a tale.
Yeah, this is looking like this will be our last game. Trade here. Go down to 7. They got a stone skin? I mean, they could have so much stuff that kills us. It almost doesn't really matter. Come on, Justice Sigil. If we draw Justice Sigil, there's not really hope, huh? God, that's such a waste. He'll probably kill the drone. Is there any benefits to using thick hide here? Keep something else on board? I don't know. Forces him to kill the crawler now. Too little, too late, huh? Now we make it a 7/7, but then he attacks for way more than that. God. All he has to do is attack with just the worm here. Because then it lowers our power, we have to block it, otherwise we take lethal.
Thank you for your gifts.
Interesting. So if we do this, we go up to 9 lethal, so we can block and trade. Okay, so our opponent, I mean, it most likely doesn't matter here. Okay, so Acolyte, give it flying. Now lethal's on board.
The only way to travel.
Yeah, real pleasure, all right. I mean, I'm not surprised. We all kind of saw that coming with Justice is... I end up with a lot of piles like this when Justice is my second faction. Like, unless you have some of the better uncommons, like Lovebirds comes to mind, and maybe some more exciting rares than Ancestral Edge, I just don't think it's worth it. And honestly, Primal is in a similar range. Like, if you don't have a lot of the synergies, like let's say Nightfall, I just don't think like piles like this are gonna win you any games. The units are just like, look at this. Our strongest unit is a 4/4. Everything else is like a 3/2, a 3/3, 3/2, 3/1. Like one Cautious Mantis and you're just blocked. So just some interesting things we've learned. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I'll catch you on the channel for more Eternal Drafts. Peace.